Hey, what's up, WJ community? I actually just got this Jeep, and last night it turned out cold and had to slam on my brakes for a red light. And when I got back in the vehicle, the brakes were hard as a rock. So I have read up, and a lot of things are indicating that maybe the brake booster check valve. And I got in here last night looking at it, and the check valve has some cracks in it and it's making a pretty good whistling noise when you crank it up. So I'm going to let you hear that, and then I'm going to head to the parts store to see what they got. Let's see what we can hear when we get close. Alright, got to the parts store. They did have one. It's more of a universal type fit, and hopefully one of those grommets works for us. We're going to take that check valve out. A little tricky to get to, but not too bad. Right. Too bad. I don't know. It's definitely cracked. Not sure how that valve supposed to behave. Get that grommet out of there. Got the old check valve on the right with the old grommet that I ended up taking out with needle nose, and on the left I have the new one. This may be tricky because it looks like the grommet is definitely smaller on the inside, but I did notice that on the old valve see daylight through that. I'm not sure if that's how that's supposed to be. The new one, you certainly cannot. So we'll give it a shot, put it back in, see what we got. So I've cleaned the surface of the brake booster because it was kind of crummy under there, and I have actually put just a little bit of lubricant on this grommet to help it slip in, and that made it way easier to put on. That. A little bit of lubricant on the check valve to help it go in. We'll try to get that on there. Looks like it's seated pretty easily. Put that hose back on. Make sure that everything is attached on the other end because I don't want any vacuum issues here. This goes into the intake manifold over here. Looks like everything's fine. No issues there. Shut. Cranked it up, and I have leverage back in my brake pedal. It's amazing. We'll take it for a spin, see how it goes. Let's go check the engine compartment and see how it sounds. No hissing noise coming from the check valve. No strange vacuum leak sounds. So we're going to take it for a spin. Jeep is driving great. Took it around the block. Brakes are working fine. But I suppose that I messed up my brake light switch in the process of diagnosing this issue. So I'm going to show you what's going on. The plunger on that switch is supposed to become depressed when you let off the brake pedal. Well, when you push the brake pedal, that plunger doesn't move at all. So what happens is my brake lights are on all the time. So I'm going to take that switch out and see what I can do. I'm going to take those two clips, depress them with a screwdriver. Oh, don't have to. Wait a minute. Alright, so really all it took was a good tug. Couldn't do it with one hand. And now we've got full plunger action here. And when we put that back in, it should automatically calibrate itself based on the pressure that the brake pedal applies. We're going to put that back in. Notice this is twisted there. When you insert it, you're going to twist it again and it's going to lock into place. Alright, we're going to try to get that back into. I'll place the switch back in. I've got the pedal pressed with my arm and I'm going to twist this to lock it in. Alright, so let's see if we can watch that plunger depress now. Clicking. Looks like it's setting its depth so that now when we press that pedal, we release the plunger, and then when you press it back down, it should compress it again, which tells the brake pedal or the brake light switch. Tells the brake light to go off. Alright. It seems that this problem is never ending. I'm going to press the brake pedal. You will see that this light is not behaving correctly. The left light seems to, but the right brake light does not. When you press the pedal down, the light bulb seems to go off completely, which is what it is. We're going to take that tail light out. Two screws on the inside. I got one out. This view, got 3 bulbs here, and the filament seems fine in this bulb. So we're going to try to make sure that the contacts are working correctly. The way this twists in, you got 2 contacts on one side, 1 on the other. So inside here, we're going to make sure that these tabs are pressed correctly. So we're going to actually lift them up slightly with a small screwdriver, clean up any debris that may be in there, hindering it. Alright, I've cleaned those contacts up, and I'm going to try that again, see what the brake lights look like.